This show. What's even more fun? Oh man. Oh man. Nowhere near AEW, man. Nowhere near AEW. It was a joke. And it was a joke since the beginning of the show last night. The whole show, the whole thing on the show absolutely sucked. Everything on the show was terrible. In every sense of the word. Everything on the show was fucking terrible. I know, I feel bad for some of you that are embarrassed to be a fucking fan of this show. I really do. I feel bad for a lot of you that are WWE fans like I am. That felt embarrassed watching this garbagely, god-awful Monday Night Raw show last night. Folks, we're going to go over what all happened on Monday Night Raw. And plus, I got news coming out of Ringside News about Retribution and their name changing. What's even more? You know what? What's even more embarrassing is the fact. What's even more embarrassing, folks? I'm going to tell you what's even more embarrassing. What is even more embarrassing is the fact that WWE killed 5 NXT talents in one night. One night. like we already saw that coming. We already knew all this was coming. I already saw this coming. I knew they were going to do it. They killed 5 NXT talents in one night. That quick already. And not to mention, folks, they changed Dio Madden and Dominic Dijakovic's names. They're only making them look like embarrassments. They're only making them look even more worse than what they looked when they debuted it Raw. They're making them look worse than what they are ever since Retribution made their first debut on Raw. Man, oh man. I absolutely, as a fan, just feel embarrassed to be watching this show. This show is complete garbage, man. Not to mention, there is a rumor, I heard a rumor that a Aaliyah and Murphy romance is happening. Folks, Aaliyah is 19, Murphy is 31. Why? Not to mention she has a boyfriend. Why would you want to start a romance angle on this show? Why? This makes no sense. Absolutely makes zero sense. She has a boyfriend. Why would you want to put her in the freaking angle with Buddy Murphy? What kind of freaking sense does this make? Are you serious? Are you really dumb, WWE? Are you really that retarded? Jeez Louise, man. Jeez. How does this romance angle make sense on the show? How? Entering idiot in the world, man. Seriously. Gotta be the most dumbest idiot in the freaking entire IWC. For real. I mean, really. And then you got Mickie James versus Selena Vega? What the hell is this? What is this? Why this match on the show? Why was this match booked on the show? And please, oh my God, for God's sake, please tell me why this elimination, why this 2-on-2-on-2 triple threat tag match was booked on the show. Please tell me why this match was booked on the show. Humberto Carrillo, Dominic Mysterio are not even the team. Angel Garza and Andrade has been getting completely buried on Raw ever since their debuts. Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, what the heck are they even doing in this match? I don't get it. Man, oh man, this Raw tag team division is absolutely at the bottom of the freaking barrel, man. Absolutely terrible, man. You might as well say the Monday Night Raw tag team division and SmackDown tag team division at this point needs to freaking merge, just like the SmackDown and Raw women's tag team division. Oh, and one of the Retribution members changed their name on social media. I got news on that coming out of Ringside News. Man, oh man, I got a whole bunch of crap to tell y'all, man. It's so bad, it's so embarrassing, it's not even funny, man. Folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Ingram, Wrestling News' very own Brendan Ingram, here with your September 21st, 2020 Monday Night Raw review. So before we get started, sure you hit that like, subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, never miss my Monday Night Raw, NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown reviews that go live each and every week. Also, never miss my Ingram Wrestling News videos that I do and upload to YouTube to give you the latest AEW, WWE, and pro wrestling news. And speaking of news, be sure you follow me on Twitter for the exact same thing that I just said. Oh my God! So I just feel like I'm about to explode like a freaking volcano, man. This freaking show, man. Oh my God! Also, folks, be sure you follow me on Twitch. Most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks. I'm going to get started here because I got to get going because I have to actually work today. So I have to get going and I want to make this review quick. So, therefore, we are going to go ahead and get right to the review because I am ready to shit on WWE and WWE Creative. Alright. So, folks, this week's Raw opens up with Retribution coming through the crowd and storming the ring. They are wearing a distinctive mask now, but apparently they're officially contracted superstars. NXT superstars Shane Thorne, Mercedes Martinez, Dominique Dijakovic, Mia Yim, and they are done being stepped on. Dominique Dijakovic takes the mic and says they're going to destroy WWE by killing the lifeblood of the company. The superstars, he says, they are whores for money. Retribution will make everyone pay for their sins. So the Hurt Business come down and Retribution leave the ring. MVP says they aren't so tough. Now they're standing before real. He says if they want a real opportunity, they can get it tonight. Lashley says they are the Hurt Business, not some kinds in mask, or not some kids in mask, and they're going to beat them down and look good during doing it. All these members of Retribution in their new looks look like Jason. It looks like Jason from the Halloween scary movie, Jason. They look like Jason, I swear to God. They all look like Jason. Oh my God. So more members of Retribution appear and surrounding the ring. The Hurt Business take the fight to them, but get quickly overwhelmed. Two of the big guys double team slam MVP as they head to commercial break. I don't know what the heck is it with these commercial breaks, man, but there should be only 3, 4 the commercial breaks. There should not be no 5, 6, 7, 8 commercial breaks. That is so freaking annoying. That's another thing they need to work on doing. They need to only have 3 to 4 commercial breaks. Stop getting all these commercial breaks on stuff that's actually good on the show. Every time you think you're into this show, it goes on commercial break. Just like that. Bam. Oh my God, man. WWE needs to get it together, man. I'm telling you. And it's not just the commercial breaks, man. It's these garbage, awful bookings they've got going on, man. And these segments, man, they are god awful, man. Every sense of the word, man. Seriously. WWE's got to get it together. They're never going to get it together. They keep giving us all this Monday Night Raw and SmackDown NXT garbage every week. Man, oh man, I'm feeling like JD from NY. Oh my God, Lord, man. I feel like JD. I really do. I feel like him right now. Fired up, man. Well, fired up on the inside, not the outside. I wish I was fired up on the outside, but I'm not. Because all that has gone. So, folks, back live, and we see replays of what just happened. According to the announcers, the 5 core members of Retribution are signed to contracts, but not the rest. They seem to hint that there is a conspiracy at play. Oh, a conspiracy at play. Oh, really? Oh, really? Like the conspiracy of this Monday night garbage that we are getting every week? Yeah, more like that kind of conspiracy? Yeah, that one. Yeah, the conspiracy of this garbage every Monday nights we're getting. Gotta take a minute and drink my water again. I feel like I'm gonna explode like a volcano. I think my head's going to absolutely erupt like a volcano in just about a few seconds. Because the other things that I'm about to read, I absolutely do not and am not interested in reading. I hate I have to read this god-awfully writing, man. Really. I really hate it. But at the end of the day, I gotta do what I gotta do. I got to do these reviews for views and for the WWE fans. I do all my Monday Night Raw and NXT SmackDown reviews for a reason, folks. To give you, the latest on what's going on and everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Folks, so let's get to the news that I got from Ringside News on Retribution before we continue on. So, folks, I had got news coming out of my sources, my good friends on Twitter, Ringside News, up on Retribution member changing social media to new WWE name. You gotta be kidding me. That's not the only news I got. Also, I got news coming out of Ringside News on WWE planning big Retribution match for Survivor Series. And I even got news on WWE giving Retribution members new names on Raw. Oh my God, you're not going to believe what names WWE gave Retribution. Oh my God, these names are so god-awfully stupid. Oh my God, man. They are just so stupid. Oh, man. I really feel so bad. I feel so bad for the 5 members of Retribution. They are absolutely getting used and wasted and embarrassed on these shows, on these Monday Night Raw shows. Oh, this is just freaking hilarious. So first, let's get to the news on WWE giving Retribution members names. So it says here that WWE new stable Retribution showed up on Raw. This, of course, they ended the night by wrestling their first match. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm gonna tell y'all what all happened in that match. I'm gonna get to that in a few minutes. So the 3 male members of Retribution were introduced as Mace, T-Bar, and Slapjack. Oh my God. That name sounds like something from Cartoon Network. That sounds like something from Cartoon Network. I swear, man. I swear. I gotta do it again. Twice as nice. The price is wrong, bitch. So it was revealed that Dio Madden is Mice, Dominic Dijakovic is T-Bar, and Shane Thorne is Slapjack. Really? So why in the world? This did not make no sense to this did not make no sense to change Dio Madden and Dominic Dijakovic's name. You know how WWE likes to do. You know they miserably fail when it comes to giving them terrible names. Seriously, you all know that WWE miserably fails at trying to give them good names. Instead, they gave them terrible, stupid names. Thinking they was gonna give them I was thinking they were gonna give them good names, but instead, they give Dio Madden Mice, Dominic Dijakovic T-Bar, and Shane Thorne Slapjack. Now, how stupid do you all think that sounds? How stupid? Tell me how stupid do you all think that really sounds? That sounds absolutely god awful, man. Every sense of the word, man. The worst. These names. Slapjack sounds like it's from Cartoon Network. It reminds me of the Slapjack reminds me of that tank from World of Tanks. T-Bar reminds me of a freaking rapper name. You know what Mice reminds me of? A freaking mouse. That's what that reminds me of, a freaking mouse. And the worst part is they entered Thunderdome with zero music. Wasn't they were supposed to have an entrance music and they never got that. Man, oh man, oh man. I tell you, man. Oh, and I apparently it's just the beginning of Retribution. So it's just the beginning of Retribution and Raw. So now they have names. So we're all still waiting on what WWE is going to call Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez. I cannot believe they didn't change. They changed Dio Madden's name, Dominic Dijakovic's name, and Sean Thorne's name, but they didn't change Mia Yim and Mercedes' name. They should have went with ladies first before the gentlemen. Should have been ladies first. I mean, I'm just saying, in my opinion, it should have been. I'm not, suggesting the answer. I'm not just guessing, I'm actually answering. Ladies should have been first. Mercedes and Mia Yim should have had their names changed first before Dio Madden, Dominic, and Sean Thorne. But why would you give them names like that? Those names don't make sense. It's stupid, man. It's just stupid. I'm moving on, man. This is just terrible. Terrible creative, man, by WWE. Terrible creative. So, let's get to the other news about WWE planning big Retribution match for Survivor Series. So, of course, you know Retribution was signed by WWE. They got new looks and new names. We know that because I just fucking explained that. So the company had some plans to blow off this angle already, and it appears that Survivor Series is destination. So Dominic Dijakovic, Mia Yim, Mercedes Martinez, Sean Thorne, and Dio Madden, of course, they appeared on Raw. We know that. So the word making the rounds is Retribution versus a WWE team was being targeted as the main event of Survivor Series, according to PW Insider, apparently, folks. So it appears that the Hurt Business will be a part of that. But anything could happen on the road to Survivor Series. Well, of course, we know that, folks. Oh, and let's get to the other news that Ringside News put out. Yeah, let's get to this news on Retribution member changing social media to new WWE name. Oh man, WWE is really dumb, man. They really got a lot going on. It's bad. Folks, it is that bad, man. Oh my God. So Dominic Dijakovic, whose name is T-Bar, this new name was immediately placed over his old verified Twitter handle. Confused. So as of this writing, folks, Sean Thorne and Dio Madden have not changed their names on social media to Slapjack and Mace. They have kept their names the same, and some fans are wondering why. It turns out that Slapjack and Mace created new profiles. Brianna Williams, Dio Madden, and Shane Thorne kept their original profiles active. So now you know about the Retribution member changing social media to new WWE name. So now I just gave you that. Now let me know in the comments in the section below of what you think of that and what you think of all Retribution members getting their name changed. What you think of Dominique Dijakovic as T-Bar and Dio Madden as Mice and Sean Thorne as dang, I almost forgot already. I don't even care, man, to be honest. I just don't even care. And Sean Thorne and Slapchat. Comment down the section below what you think of these names, man. I think they're completely stupid, man, honestly. I thought they were going to name them in a creatively good fashion way. But you know what? WWE or Logic, you can't tell them nothing. They can't understand logic to see logic. I mean, let's be honest. They really can't. Neither do they completely understand the word logic. That's like saying they don't even know how to spell logically. Seriously, man. The start of Monday, it was already, folks, it was already a terrible start to Monday Night Raw. Already last night, a terrible start. It's like soon as Monday Night Raw started, Monday Night Raw was already going to a absolutely terrible start. And I gotta say, I really hope that WWE is taking into consideration and considering improving Retribution's characters and looks, because their character and looks look good, but their names are terrible. They need to come up with different names. This is not working. This is not working. They literally killed all 5 of these members of Retribution in one night. How is anybody not looking at this and how is anybody not looking at this and looking at this like, did they really just freaking do that? Oh, this is so stupid. I mean, how is anybody not looking at this thinking that, man? I don't get it. Yeah, but this show was a terrible start, folks. Last night, the worst was the show just started, and it was a terrible start to Monday Night Raw. No, wait, folks, I got a better one. Monday Night Garbage. Should I say Monday Night Garbage or Monday Night Trash? What do y'all think? I think I should say Monday Night Trash. No, it's Monday Night. That's exactly what it is. Monday Night. Anyways. At least that's what I think of it anyway. Anyways, so commercial break. Back live, we see replays of what just happened. According to the announcers, the 5 core members of Retribution are signed to contracts. We know that. But not the rest. They seem to hint that there is a conspiracy at play. I already read all that. So Mysterio family is interviewed backstage, and Sarah Schreiber asks what it means for Dominic to get his first opportunity to challenge for GOAT. Ray says he couldn't be more proud because the tag team titles were the first things he changed for in WWE. So the Street Profits made their entrance and joined the commentary team. So They were set for a triple threat match last night to determine the number one contenders to the tag team champions. Folks, my thing is, why did they even had Dominic Mysterio to become a WWE superstar to begin with? I mean, when you got two WWE superstars named Dominique, why would you want to even, I don't know, man. It just, WWE just makes stuff so confusing, man. I just don't understand, man. I really don't. I can see why they changed Dominique Dijakovic's name, because there was two Dominiques on Monday Night Raw roster. I guess they wanted Dominique to keep his name and not Dominique Dijakovic. But anyways, so we got Andrade and Angel Garza versus Seth Rollins and Murphy versus Dominic Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo, you know, A B C D E F G H I J K L, the loser. The Espanol loser. The Hispanic loser. So anyways, we start the three-way match with Humberto, Angel, and Murphy. So Garza rips his pants, of course. He rips his pants off. Yay. Whatever. Throws them and tags Andrade. So the three of them look to engage, but Andrade rolls out. So Humberto takes a wrist lock on Murphy. Humberto arm drags Murphy out of the ring, but Andrade rushes him and slams him into the corner. Garza tags in and stomps Humberto in the corner. Then hits a super kick and tags Andrade back in. Humberto whips Andrade, but he catches himself in the ropes and poses. Humberto comes back and knocks both Andrade and Murphy from the ring. Then tags Dominique, so Humberto hits a suicide dive to Andrade while Dominique jumps off the top rope onto Murphy. Dominique gets Andrade inside for a 2 count. Andrade chops Dom against the ropes. Dom, you know what I mean by Dom, Dominique. But the kid comes back with a sunset bomb. He's not a kid. Anyways, Angel breaks the pin attempt. Andrade and Murphy trade shots, and Murphy drops him with a big running knee. He's not a kid, ringside news, just so you know. Murphy looks to make a tag, but Seth grabs his jacket and leaves, saying he has a lot on his mind. Andrade drops Murphy and tags Garza, who hits the wing clipper for the win. So Seth Rollins just cost his partner the match, basically. Wow. Guess Seth Rollins didn't want no part of this match anymore. So Angel Garza and Andrade are officially the number one contenders for the Street Profits. The question is, will this match be confirmed? Because they haven't confirmed this match yet. WWE normally would confirm matches, but they haven't confirmed this Raw Tag Team title match yet. Haven't seen that. I haven't seen news on that yet, coming out of Ringside News yet. I haven't seen that. So, anyways, we see Shane McMahon come out of Raw Underground. He talks to the huge bodyguard and says he's on his way to appear on the KO show. They go to commercial break, and Retribution appears backstage. Oh, God. Great. You mean Retribution? The 5 members of Retribution that probably seemingly ruined the Monday Night Raw viewership, and I can guarantee you the Raw viewership is going to come out and go to an all-time low. So what's going to happen? It's going to go to an all-time low. Monday Night Raw viewership is supposed to be coming in today, and I haven't seen it come in yet. Hope we get it sooner rather than later. Telling you, if it goes to an all-time low, I'm going to be laughing again. Just like last Monday, I'm going to be laughing. So Dominique says the Hurt Business takes WWE's money to buy their suits, and they've asked for this opportunity tonight out of greed. So tonight they will have a match, and they will pay in retribution. Which that match was last night, not tonight, but it was last night. But y'all get what I'm saying. Anyways, Kevin Owens is in the ring for his talk show and says last time he did the show, he was attacked by Captain Hot Topic. He said his guest tonight is someone he would have said he would never give a platform to. But 2020 is weird, so he says, here's Shane McMahon. So Owens says he can't believe Shane is on the KO show. Shane says he can't either. Owens has always had an agenda, but we'll get to that. Owens reminds everyone that he beat Shane and got him fired. And he should be mad. But that's all water under the bridge. Owens calls him a promoter at heart and offers him the floor. Shane thanks him and talks about the huge showdown between Strowman and Dabba-Kato tonight, or last night on Raw. Last night they talk about Strowman and Dabba-Kato and Raw Underground. Shane then he fights Dabba-Kato out the ring. Kato comes down to the ring and Owens isn't happy. KO says he knew Shane would bring Dabba with him, and he has a bone to pick 2 weeks ago. Dabba-Kato beat him in Raw Underground 2 weeks ago, and he knows that he's the new kid, but they are going to do it again. Until then, Owens slaps Kato hard in the face. Then introduces his second guest, Braun Strowman, more like Braun Slowman, because that's exactly what he is. Braun Slowman. Braun and Dabba-Kato come face to face, but Shane gets between them and says if they want to fight, they can only do it in Raw Underground. They shout at each other, and suddenly Aleister Black trips Owens from outside the ring and pulls him crotch first into the ring post 3 times. So Drew McIntyre stopped by Charlie Caruso backstage, and she asked if Drew is worried about facing Keith Lee tonight. He says things got heated last week, but he understands it's business. He says if you're in WWE and you don't want the championship, then why the hell are you here? Someday they'll laugh about it over some beers, but tonight, it said tonight they're going to beat the hell out of each other, which they did last night. They really did beat the heck out of each other. Back Live and Retribution are beating the hell out of Titus and Alberto Carrillo. The big guy says WWE superstars are a sickness and they are the judge, jury, and executioner. So we got Drew McIntyre versus Keith Lee. And man, oh man, this match was definitely an embarrassment to the show. I thought Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee would bring their A games in the ring against each other, but all I saw was slow pacing and not fast pacing. I mean, I really thought this was going to come out as a good match, but it wasn't really that much of a good match. I mean, given the fact, you know, that there was some slow pacing going on in this match. And you just knew, you had a feeling that Randy Orton would come out of nowhere. You just knew it. You just had that feeling that Randy Orton's going to come out. So here's what happened with this match between Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre. So McIntyre looked for the Claymore kick right out the gate early, Keith Lee dodged him. McIntyre takes a headlock for a minute. Keith Lee shoots him off and bounces McIntyre over the ropes to the floor. Lee goes after him, and they trade shots on the floor, including chops to the chest. And Drew suddenly back suplexes Lee on the announce desk. So commercial break, back live, and Drew McIntyre is beating Keith in the ring. Lee turns the tables and hit Drew McIntyre multiple running suplexes, or actually multiple running splashes. That would be cool if he did hit multiple running suplexes. That would be absolutely awesome. But Drew hit multiple running splashes in the corner. Drew tries to lift Lee, but can't get him up. McIntyre hits a big boot, and Lee drops him with a forearm. Lee looks conflicted and like he feels bad about McIntyre's jaw. Lee looks for the spirit bomb, but Drew punches him and hits a Hurricane Rana. McIntyre hits a spine buster. I call it the spin buster, really. But he hits a spine buster into a cover for 2. McIntyre lips Lee and hits a neckbreaker for another near fall. Drew punches Lee as he tries to get to his feet, then attempts the future shock, but Lee rushes him to the corner. Lee gets angry, but runs into a back elbow. McIntyre runs for the Claymore, but gets hit with a one-headed spine buster and a 2 count. They trade shots, and Lee hits a throat chop and a back elbow, then a running lariat. Lee lifts Drew and tells him this is his chance. He looks for the spirit bomb, but McIntyre slides down and hits a Claymore. However, guess what, folks? Oh, you're not gonna be shocked when you hear this. I guarantee you, I assume that you are about to read what happened with this match last night. Right when I read to y'all what went on with this match. Guess what, folks? Worst of the worst on Raw happens. Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre ends when Randy Orton comes through with the chair shots. Man, this show just completely sucks, man. WWE can't get anything right with these garbage shows, I'm telling you. They just can't get anything right. So Randy Orton comes out. Yes, folks. Randy Orton, the alleged killer, the Viper, the most 3 prospective letters in WWE, RKO, that Randy Orton. Yeah, he attacks McIntyre from behind with a steel chair. Randy holds Drew down on the mat with the steel chair grinding into his jaw, and Drew screams. McIntyre rolls out, and Randy turns and hits Lee with a punt. This show fucking sucks. Anyways, commercial break. We return, and Randy is still in the ring. Orton says, shame on everyone for doubting him, even for 1 second. Yeah, thanks, Bruce, for having Randy Orton to come out to ruin the match between Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee. This could have been Keith Lee winning his match against Drew McIntyre. This could have been Keith Lee's first win on the main roster. But looks like Keith Lee is going to continue to have 0 wins because WWE seemingly has no plans for Keith Lee. Oh man, that's just very, very funny, man. That is just freaking sad. I know. I feel really bad for Keith Lee. This is just absolutely a disgrace to Keith Lee. You might as well say Keith Lee is limited now because he keeps on getting buried and wasted every Monday nights on Monday Night Raw. Now, number 1, why did you call Keith Lee to the main roster? Oh, so he can enter in the feud, the Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton feud. Number 2, you're just completely wasting him and burying him on TV. And number 3, you might as well take him back to NXT. You might as well say, Keith Lee, bye-bye Monday Night Raw, back to NXT. You might as well send Keith Lee back to NXT if WWE has no plans for him. What was the use of calling him to the main roster? This absolutely makes no sense. There was some news put out 6 days ago that WWE reportedly had no plans for Keith Lee. Now we know why he's getting buried all the time and wasted on TV. Man, oh man, that's gotta be hurting Keith Lee's career right now. It really does. It's really got to be hurting his career. And I don't think they still haven't changed his entrance music yet. The disrespect of WWE, man. Wow. I wonder how long I wonder how long this is going to continue. I wonder. I really do. How long are they going to keep wasting and burying Keith Lee on Raw? How long is Keith Lee, the limited one, how long is he going to get used and wasted on TV? How long? Are they, what, until SummerSlam? Well, SummerSlam's over, but wait. Are they going to keep wasting him until Survivor Series? And then use him at the last minute and give him wins? Put him in matches? Really? Keith Lee's run on Monday Night Raw has been completely ruined, man. Keith Lee needs to kiss Monday Night Raw goodbye and go back to NXT because WWE is completely fucking him up. You should have just kept Keith Lee on NXT. Not to mention, you should have just kept Mia Yim on NXT. There was even news that Keith Lee believed that he was ready for the golden opportunity on Raw yesterday. Ringside News had put this news out. So let me read to you the news about WWE reportedly having no plans in place for Keith Lee because I feel like you all need to know this because this is so serious, man. You might as well say it was a complete waste of energy, man. Just. Wow. Six days ago, it's funny because it's funny that WWE reportedly had no plans for Keith Lee. You want to know why? Because 6 days ago, during Wrestling Observer Radio on Ringside News, they put this out. It said during Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed WWE's plans for Keith Lee. He was brawling with Drew McIntyre all night and showed a new intense side. And it says 6 days ago that it seemed that WWE didn't have a real direction for him. But they said at least the plan is to continue pushing him. They said the plan is to continue his push. What? Continue his push so he can get wasted and buried week after week after week? I don't think so, man. WWE, you are not freaking fooling us. We're not stupid. We know what's going on here. We all know what's going on in WWE. You can't freaking fool us with your garbagely booking, man, with your garbage storylines. You can't fool us. We're not stupid. Folks, let me give you the other notable names who are no longer really getting pushes from Vince McMahon. This name is really going to have some of you fans mad. Aleister Black, folks. Aleister Black is no longer getting a push from Vince McMahon. He's no longer getting a push because Vince McMahon has no interest in Aleister Black. What? He doesn't have no interest in Dutch wrestlers? Huh. He doesn't have no interest in Dutch and Latino professional wrestlers? Is that what it is? Is he a racist? Is that what it is? Because that's what it sounds like he is. A racist. I mean, you're not giving Aleister Black and Andrade a push. Push sounds to me like you're a racist, Vince. Complete racist. This report talks about some at least Keith Lee seems to be getting a place on the top of the card. Yeah, right. Kiss my ass, man. He is getting no push. He's just getting completely buried and wasted. Take him back to NXT, WWE, Monday Night Raw. Take him back to NXT if you're not going to push him the correct way. Because this is just terrible. This is just terrible. And you know what? There's another notable name that I haven't seen on TV, and his name is Apollo Crews. I haven't seen him on TV at all. Hadn't seen Apollo Crews on TV ever since he dropped the United States Championship. So, is Apollo Crews no longer getting pushed as well? Could that be the possibility? Could Apollo Crews be in the list of one of those names? Could his name be on that list? Absolutely, I could see Apollo Crews not getting pushed no more. Man. WWE management, creative, Vince and Bruce need to do their jobs, man. They need to they really need to quit WWE. Vince needs to step down as chairman. Fans need to be signing paying attention to get Vince McMahon to step down as chairman, as CEO, chairman of WWE, because he is not doing a good job as chairman. He is doing a terrible job as chairman. And Bruce, he just needs to straight up get fired, man. He can't creatively do nothing right, man, to these shows. If anything, Bruce needs to get fired first, and then fans need to sign a petition to get Vince McMahon to step down as chairman. Vince needs to be fired from his position as chairman because he doesn't know what he's doing as chairman. I just said that, but it's the truth. And some of these WWE creative and management employees need to get fired too because they also don't know what they're doing with these shows. I mean, how do you go from changing Retribution's name to completely wasting and burying Keith Lee on Raw? I mean, are you freaking kidding me, man? If this doesn't sound stupid to some of you, then something is freaking wrong with you. If this doesn't sound stupid to anybody else, if this doesn't sound stupid to the WWE Universe, and if this doesn't sound stupid to the podcasters, then something's wrong with them too. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It really is. Absolutely zero makes no sense. I'm moving on. I got nothing else to say. This show is a complete embarrassment, man. I've got nothing else to say about none of this. I'm moving on. So they return. Randy is still in the ring. Orton says shame on everyone for doubting him, even for 1 second. His track record speaks for itself, and he's the one constant in 20 years. He says the match at Clash of Champions isn't a normal one, and he stares at the ambulance by the stage. Orton walks to the ambulance and opens the door. Says he was in the vehicle after Drew McIntyre gave him 3 claymores. He can vaguely remember flying down the highway, the sirens blaring, and all he could think was, this is what it's like to be taken out by the Legend Killer. That's how Edge, Big Show, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Drew McIntyre, and others felt when he kicked their skulls. The thought made him smile because he remembered what he is capable of and what it takes to be WWE champion. Randy says the ambulance represents hope and healing to some, but pain, agony, and death to others. To him, though, it represents a 14th world championship. He swears Drew's career will take a ride in the ambulance come Sunday night. This Sunday night. Folks, Randy Orton is almost the only best things going on Raw right now. I mean, he's almost the only best thing going on Raw right now. Hurt Business are the other best things going on Raw right now. And I'm surprised that the Hurt Business are doing great. I thought they were going to do terrible at first, but they are doing great. Randy Orton, Hurt Business, only things going on Raw, man. The only things going on Raw. Even Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott are the only things going on Raw. So, anyways, Sarah Striver interviews Asuka in the backstage ring. She asked Asuka, who is the biggest threat, Zelina Vega or Mickie James? Oh God, here we go. We're getting to that part. We're almost there, folks. This is going to have you, what all I'm going to say is going to have some of you laughing. I swear to God. I'm not kidding. Billy Kay walks up. The Moronics! One half of the members of the Iconics. The Idiotics, the Stuponics. You know who I'm talking about. So she walks up and mocks Asuka in a terrible way. Billy Kay says, Asuka, anyone can get a title shot against Asuka, apparently. And then Peyton Royce walks up and says either one of them should get a shot. Asuka asks if they're still friends, and Kay says, of course they are. But Peyton says things change. Asuka says that nobody's ready for her at Clash of Champions. But tonight, she is ready for Peyton. Oh, great. So, you mean to tell me they booked Peyton Royce versus Asuka for the main event, right? Am I right? Yeah, they did. The Iconics in the main event. Oh my God. Give me a goddamn break. My brain is going to fully explode, man, after seeing this. Iconics? I didn't even realize the Iconics were even in the main event that night. Until I looked at the Raw results. Man, oh man. How does the Iconics even deserve to be in the main event? I don't get it. How? They did nothing to deserve to be in the main event. Absolutely nothing. Oh man. My God, it amazes me, man. The things that WWE do, the creative garbagely booking, the matches, these terrible matches, terrible segments, and all these promos, man. The dumbest, stupidest things that they do, man. Absolutely outrageous. So we got Zelina Vega versus Mickie James. Oh, great. So we got that match last night. Oh, man, I got to tell y'all what happened this match. This match was absolutely trash, man. I mean, I don't even know how anybody was into this match. Whoever booked this match is a complete blithering fool. I am serious. So here's what happened with this. Here's what happened with Zelina Vega versus Mickie James, folks. So this number one contenders match starts, and Vega takes the fight to Mickie James. Vega trash talks her, so Mickie turns the tables and slams her down. So Mickie swings Vega around by the hair, but Zelina then jumps on her back and tries to choke her. Mickie slings her off and hits a running knee for a 2 count. Mickie looks for a suplex, but Vega rolls her up for 2. Vega ducks 2 clotheslines and gets Mickie tied up in the octopus stretch. Mickey breaks free, but Vega continued the assault in the corner. James catches a kick, and Vega rolls her up for 2. Vega ties up Mickey in the ropes with another modified octopus stretch, then climbs on the top rope for a tornado DT. But James she threw her off. James kicks Selena a few times and hits a running forearm, followed by a flapjack. So then Mickey goes up top, signals for the end, and hits a seated senton for a near fall. Oh, she did something different. Look at that. Still didn't generate ratings. Ha! Mickey James grabs her for the mid kick. For the Mick DDT, I thought it was the mid kick. Thank God it wasn't the mid kick. For the Mick DDT, I am so sick and tired of Mickey James and her mid kicks. I really am. But Vega shoots her off into the ropes for a nasty spill. Vega hits a backstabber and scores the pinfall. Folks, you're not going to believe what I'm about to say. That's going to have you laughing because I tweeted out a lot of things about this match and it had people laughing. It had people going. I'm serious. It completely had some people going when they saw this tweet I tweeted out yesterday about this match. Dude, I kept on commenting. I kept on posting images of a GIF. 2, not to mention 3 GIFs of Mike Tyson, an animal character, and Will Smith laughing. Now that's some funny shit. Folks, last night I was not feeling this Zelina Vega versus Mickey James singles match on Raw. So that I was like, that much please. I was not feeling this Zelina Vega versus Mickey James singles match on Raw that much. So I said, please, let's just get this match over with. And just give the goddamn victory to Zelina Vega. To the beautiful, gorgeous Trinidad Zelina Vega. That's what I said. And then I was like, and then I tweeted and I was like, yes, see, and just like that, she wins. Oh my God. Thank God that Zelina Vega Mickey James singles squash match was over on Raw. And folks, guess what this singles match was? Let's see, folks. What's the word I'm looking for? What is that word I'm looking for? Oh, that's right. Trash. Just like this show every Monday nights. So Mickey lost again, got completely buried, as she rightfully deserves to be, at the bottom of the barrel. I don't even know why she even got traded to Raw. This made no sense for them to be trading her to Raw, only for her to get buried. They even ruined her return a few months back. Which makes me wonder, why did she return? And why did she get traded? I don't get it. I really don't. Folks, I am tired of seeing Mickey James and her god-awful mid kicks. And her doing the same ass moves in the ring every Monday nights. What's even more sad is hilarious is that Zelina Vega is actually better than Mickey James. Oh man, if that's not funny to you all, then something's wrong, man. What's even seriously is suspicious, I tweeted out and said what's even seriously suspicious, and the truth is that Zelina Vega got put in the title picture in a title match that seemingly didn't make sense. It really did make sense, and I texted Zelina Vega's name, tried to tell her that, I told her, I said, WWE's putting you in matches that didn't even make sense. You're still good, though. She's still good, though. She's good, though, even though WWE put her in these matches, it's not making sense. I don't know why they decide they want her to start wrestling in the ring now. She was good as manager. Why would you want her wrestling in the ring? I mean, don't get me wrong. She's good at what she does in the ring. I mean, Her attires is good, and she's still good. But why? But still, why would you want to put Zelina Vega in a title she never even deserved? I mean, she does deserve it, but not in this kind of way. She does deserve it, but not in this kind of way. Not in this kind of way. She only deserves it when she's put in matches. And then she can earn an opportunity. You have to be put in matches first in order to earn an opportunity, man. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. But Zelina Vega versus Asuka, people need to give this match a chance, man. This match might be great, might not. I mean, given that this match is booked on the kickoffs show, I don't know about that. This may end up lasting probably 4 or 5 minutes. Zelina Vega more than likely is probably going to lose this Raw Women's Championship match. I hate to break it to her, but I can see her winning it, but I can see her not winning it at the same time. I mean, Zelina Vega should have been put in the title picture a long time ago instead of putting her in the title picture now. They should have been turning her into a WWE superstar a long time ago. And putting her in matches and putting her in title opportunities. But no, they want to go use all this other talent like Bayley, Sasha Banks, or Charlotte Flair, the android, and Becky Lynch. Because the fans like them because they're popular. I mean, I don't mind seeing Sasha Banks and Bayley in a title match and Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. I'm just saying. I mean, give other women opportunities, man. Women like Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan and all these other women that actually deserve opportunities, man, for these titles. For these Raw and SmackDown women's titles. That's why I say, this is why I say, not only does the Raw and SmackDown tag team divisions need to merge, women's division needs to merge too, because there's not much women's superstars on the SmackDown roster. Women's division might as well merge, man. The women's division might as well merge. Might as well. WWE, merge the tag team division and stop trying to not listen to us. You know you are failing each and every week. You know you are failing and you're scared to admit it. You're hiding it. It's like WWE's hiding what they are failing to do. It's like they're hiding it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why WWE is not admitting that they are failing at giving us better Monday Night Raw and SmackDown shows. I want to hear from WWE myself. I personally want to hear from WWE themselves. I do. I personally do. This is not like WWE to be hiding their secrets and all this bull crap they got going on. It's not like them at all. It's really not. Anyways, moving on to the next. So, the camera cuts backstage, and Retribution is brawling with the Hurt Business. It seems MVP and Cole have jumped the unified members, or the unidentified members of Retribution. They beat them down, and MVP shouts into the camera that Retribution asked for this. The match is up. The match coming up. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Now I got to read this garbage. Now I'm going to be reading this garbage soon. I ain't got to it yet. But it's in the main event, so I doubt that I'll probably get to it in about 5 minutes or so. Anyways. So we got a hype video, man, in the Performance Center. Oh, but you want to put Bianca Belair in a hyping video, but yet you don't want to use her on TV. Yet you don't want her to. You don't want to see what she can do in the ring. Oh, it's almost like WWE's trying to hide Bianca Belair from me, the podcasters, and all the WWE universe. It's like they're trying to hide her from us. It's like they don't want. It's like they're trying to hide her as if she's a special addition to Raw, which she is. But you might as well stop hiding Bianca Belair. We already know what she can do in the ring. I don't know why they keep not using her on TV. I don't get it. I really don't. And was it necessary to book all these matches on the show? I don't know why Raw is always booking 5-6 matches on this 3-hour waste of Monday Night Raw. Don't nobody wants to watch all those freaking garbage, god awful matches. Anyways, early today, Akira Tozawa and a ninja referee. Oh, great. We got to read about that. We got to read this garbage. I got to read this garbage. Great. The ninja referee went to the beach looking for R-Truth. They jumped into the ocean in an attempt to hide underwater from him. Truth comes along with little Jimmy in his title. Truth sees a shark fin and screams, causing him to drop his title. He screams as if he's a 3-year-old kid. Wow, my God. Really? Scripted, folks. Hello, it's scripted! Bet it was the first time y'all ever heard me say that, didn't you? First time, huh? This is scripted. This show is scripted. Everything's scripted. More like everything is scriptedly lame. But seriously, this is scripted, what I just read. Everything is scripted, folks. It's not real. A shark fin. That's not real. Everything's scripted. Little Jimmy. It's not real. It's scripted. The Walrus. Wally the Walrus. On SmackDown. It's scripted. What the writers write is scripted. All of this stuff is scripted, man. It is. So Truth comes back a while later with a snorkel and goes looking for the belt. But the shark appears again. And Truth screams Sharknado 2. Both the title and Little Jimmy washed up, along with Tozawa's ninja outfit. Now, obviously, WWE superstars, their attires are obviously real. It's not obviously scripted. Their attires are actually real. But anyways, MVP comes out with Cedric. He says tonight, Retribution will be in a 6-man tag team match. Actually, that was last night. I keep saying tonight, but it was last night. Excuse me. This show sucks so much I can't even get my shit right on my review. That's how bad the show was, folks. Can't even get my shit right. They will learn firsthand why they are called the Hurt Business. He says they can call themselves the judge and jury if they want. But make no mistake about it, the Hurt Business are the executioners. Cedric agrees and says they always get revenge. Just like I feel like getting revenge on Monday Night Raw when we're constantly watching garbage every Monday nights and Friday nights. Anyways, which is what he's about to do to Apollo because he doesn't care about him or his kids. Apollo comes out with Ricochet and he says Cedric is a darn fool and about to get hurt. And it's for Bobby Lashley. He better not forget on that Sunday he's coming for the United States Championship. Folks, speaking of the word revenge, I want my revenge on Vince McMahon and Bruce and WWE Management and Creative for making this show god awful, and this garbage booking and these garbage matches on the show. You know, I mean, there's no doubt that Vince McMahon, Bruce, and management and creative are responsible for the reasons why this show sucked last night. They're always responsible every week as to why Monday Night Raw and SmackDown sucks. When the WWE writers writes a script, Vince McMahon tears it up and walks out. That's how you know he's a 75-year-old blithering idiot. And check this out, folks. This is going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. I got to tell y'all something before I continue on and tell y'all what happened with the match between Cedric Alexander and Apollo Crews. Folks, I got to tell y'all something. This seriously, this is really going to surprise you. It's going to blow your mind. So yesterday, I read a Ringside News article. And guess what the Ringside News article was about? Guess what? Guess. You are not going to believe it. You're not going to believe what this article is about. So, the article, it says that WWE employees must keep their mouths shut about McMahon's family association with Trump campaign. When I saw this, I immediately shared this on Twitter and tweeted, and this is what I said. I said, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is one of the reasons why Vince McMahon absolutely needs to step down as chairman right here. Folks, Vince McMahon, as a boss, as the chairman and CEO of WWE, cannot be going around telling his WWE employees to shut their mouths. The WWE employees will quit. They will request to be released from WWE. They will request a release from WWE. You cannot be going around telling your employees to shut their mouths. See, this is what I'm talking about. If the WWE employees gonna vote, or if the WWE employees are gonna vote for Joe Biden, they're gonna vote for Joe Biden. If they're gonna vote for him, they're gonna vote for him. Vince McMahon can't stop them from voting for Joe Biden. If the WWE employees feel like they want to vote for Joe Biden, they're going to vote for him. You can't just tell them to shut their mouths because you and your McMahon family are associated with Trump campaign. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? This 75-year-old man's got something really wrong with him. He's got screws in his fucking head or something, man. Seriously. Folks, I gotta take a moment to piss. I will be right. Folks, I am shocked. I really gotta take a moment to piss. Seriously. Meanwhile, in the meantime, I'm gonna play some music to keep y'all occupied, to keep y'all watching until I come back. All right, I'm back now. Anyways, let's go back to what I was saying about the McMahon Family Association. So, that's what Vince McMahon said. When he said, WWE employees must keep their mouths shut about McMahon's family. McMahon's association with Donald Trump. Not only is that is disrespectful to all the WWE employee female male superstars. Not only is that disrespectful to them, that's disrespectful to the WWE interviewers. That's disrespectful to the WWE universe. To everybody. To everybody. That is disrespectful to everybody. It really is. See, this is why some of these WWE superstars need to be trying to quit and leave and get released from WWE and try to make their way to AEW. Because AEW is doing a better job than WWE right now. I'm telling you right now. But that is for Vince McMahon. That is something you cannot be saying to your employees. You cannot tell them to shut their mouths, because you can't tell them to shut their mouths just because they want to vote for Biden, just because they found out that you and your family are associated with Trump campaign. You can't tell them to shut your mouths because of that. They are grown. They are grown employees. You cannot be going around there telling them what to do. And I mean, it's really disrespectful to WWE employee superstars who put their bodies on the line in the ring for the WWE universe, to give them to get them their best performance in the ring. I mean, how could Vince McMahon say something like that? It's just, I tell you one thing, he's clueless. He's a fucking maniac. As if he was like Shane O'Mac. If Vince McMahon would start acting like Shane O'Mac, I think things would be all right. His own son. Vince McMahon just needs to be a lot like his son Shane O'Mac, and stop being a lot like his father. Folks, Vince McMahon did have a father. He did. That's how his father used to act. Anyways, so I am going to move on. I'm not going to say any more about that. No, because there's no sense in even going on about it, so I'm just going to move on. So, here's what happened with this match between Cedric Alexander not MVP. I was going to say MVP. Here's what happened with Cedric Alexander with MVP at ringside and Apollo Crews with Ricochet at ringside. So the bell rings, folks, and Crews storms Cedric, taking him down by the waist. So then Apollo grabs Cedric, but he clears out of the ring and regroups with MVP. Crews wipes out Cedric with a baseball slide, then talks trash to MVP. Now, that is the first time I've ever seen Apollo Crews wipe out Cedric Alexander with a baseball slide. I think that's everybody's first time seeing him doing that with a baseball slide. I am surprised that Apollo Crews has been doing different moves in the ring. Last time I checked, he's been doing the same moves in the ring. Now it seems like he's doing different moves in the ring. Strange, right? Strange, but cool. Fine. Hey, it's fine by me. I get tired of WWE superstars. I get tired of seeing WWE superstars do the same moves on TV anyway. Heck, they need to start doing different moves. But I'm not really tired of the talent. I'm just tired of Vince McMahon, Bruce, and their creative garbage booking and all this other shit that's going on in backstage in the WWE. The talent has nothing to do with Vince McMahon and Bruce, in my opinion. The talent needs to stop letting Vince McMahon tell them what to do, and needs to just take matters into their own hands and tell Vince McMahon how they feel about him. That's what the talent needs to do. They need to take their feelings, they need to put their differences aside and take their feelings take their anger out towards Vince McMahon. Tell him, hey, you know, I feel like you're not respecting us. I feel like you're just throwing us at the bottom of the barrel. I feel like you're hiding things from us. I feel like you're just bossing us around too much. It's like, can you at least tone it down? You know? Yeah, these superstars need to tell this man how they feel about him, man, because Vince, it's almost like Vince is talking like a broken record dog. It's almost like Vince does sound like a broken record. He sound like it on SmackDown with that segment of him and Adam Pearce talking. That's where he sounded like a dog. He still talks like a dog. Sounds like a dog anyway. But anyways, commercial break. Back live. Alexander covers Apollo for a 2 count. Cedric takes a sleeper hold, but Apollo climbs to his feet, punches himself free, but Cedric knees him in the gut, and this is a kick to the back. So Cedric knees him in the gut and a kick to the back. Cedric hits a Michinoku driver for a near fall and looks to MVP for advice. Apollo kicks Cedric away and hits a flying crossbody from the middle rope. Cruz hits a splash in the corner, followed by a Samoan drop for a near fall. Alexander rolls outside. Apollo jumps at him but misses, and Cedric hits a big suicide dive. Cedric intimidates Ricochet at ringside, then slides back in and gets rolled up. So the winner is Apollo Crews. So Cedric, the Hurt Business, slammed Ricochet and Apollo into the barricade a few times. Then Lashley applies the Hurt Lock to Crews. So it goes to commercial break. Once it goes to commercial break, they go live to Raw Underground, more like Raw Under Garbage, because that's exactly what it is. And they kick things off with Dolph Ziggler versus Arturo Reyes. They attempt takedowns, and Reyes swings a few Cabora kicks, but Dolph dodges. Ziggler shoots for a takedown, but Reyes shrugs him off, delivers a knee, slams him, and looks for the armbar. Ziggler rolls free and punches Reyes a few times. Have you all noticed I've done better with my England Wrestling News videos than my Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and NXT reviews? I'm sure you've all noticed that. I'm constantly trying to improve my Monday Night Raw, NXT, and SmackDown reviews. I really am. I'm still working on it. I am definitely still working on it. So trust me when I say this. Anyways, Ziggler rolls free and punches Reyes a few times, ducks him, then takes a sleeper. Reyes throws himself back to slam Dolph and breaks free and hits an incredible takedown into a knee bar. Dolph breaks free again and gets a sleeper, and this time Reyes passes out. Shane tries to interview Braun beside the ring. Braun Strowman? Yeah. So he screams at Shane, gives the mic to a girl with white dreadlocks called Brianna Brady, and she asks Braun how he feels about his upcoming fight. Braun yells that he already told Shane last week he was going to knock the teeth out of all his little babies and send them home. He plans on destroying Dabba-Kato And then Seth Rollins comes to the ring holding a brown, whatever the heck this is, I don't know. He's holding something brown. I don't know what it is. But Seth Rollins comes to the ring holding something brown. No, he's holding a brown envelope. That's what he's holding. So Rollins says it's no secret that he has had the Mysterio family's number for some time now. And last week he beat Dominic in the cage in that steel cage match. He was convinced it was over. He was convinced that the torment the Mysterios were putting him through was over. He believed that. So sometimes, something was inching him, and he takes no pleasure in revealing this information. Seth points to a photograph of the Mysterio family and says, Dominique is obviously a lot taller. He says it might sound crazy, but he had some people do some digging, and he has the results of his digging. Mysterio family to join him in the ring. He invites Mysterio family to join him in the ring. That's what I'm trying to say. The Mysterio family comes to the stage, and Seth says he's really come to respect them. They're a real family that stick by each other, which is why this hurts him. He has a DNA test here, and he knows this has been done before, but technology has improved in the years since. So they need to know is Ray Dominique's, is Dominique Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's father. Seth pulls out the test results and reveals that Rey is not Dom's father. Rey says this is ridiculous, this didn't work the last time it was attempted. Seth says he might be right, maybe he made a mistake, maybe he should have looked into Aaliyah instead. In fact, he has concrete evidence. So we see a replay of last week when Aaliyah checked on Murphy after the steel cage match, and Seth says that doesn't seem like something a Mysterio would be doing. Rey says he and Aaliyah already spoke about that. He raised her to be a caring and compassionate person, so Seth should keep his daughter's name out of his mouth. Rey says Aaliyah is only 19, she's naive and knows nothing about their world. Aaliyah looks angry and walks off. The Mysterios leave, and Seth says he's sorry he didn't intend to drive a wedge. Sometimes families can fall apart. Oh, really? Really, Seth? Just like you're gonna be out because you're expecting a baby. Everybody's gonna be glad not to see you on TV once you have that baby. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Folks, I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. What was I going to say? What did I say, folks? Folks, so I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing this Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio feud. I just don't think this feud is generating ratings. I don't think it's helping the viewership any or anything. The more they continue this Rollins Mysterio feud, the less audience they will lose, folks. Dude, man. Honestly, folks, this feud needs to stop right now. It's not helping the Raw viewership or the Raw ratings. It's not helping the show, so it needs to go. This feud needs to go, folks. It really needs to go. So we got Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, the women's tag team champions. They're not really a team, in my opinion. To me, they're not. But we got Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax versus Natalya and Lana. Huh! The team known as hashtag Shania. Are you serious? Shania? You gotta be kidding me. Why? Why has everybody started this hashtag Shania on Twitter? Oh, wait, no. That's because Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler were the ones that started it. Well, mainly Nia Jax. Great. I did not enjoy seeing Nia Jax or Natalya or Lana on my TV. They are horrible at what they do in the ring. They are absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible at what they do in the ring. Not to mention, this match didn't even last long. After I saw the Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio feud on Raw, you want to know what I did after that? You know what I did after that? I picked up that remote and I changed the goddamn channel and I said, click, click. That's what I said. Because I was getting tired of seeing all this garbage on Raw. I reached a breaking point. I reached for my remote and I changed the channel. This tag team match was god awful, man. So the match starts with Natalya and Nia Jax. WWE's typical garbage. You know what I'm talking about. Yep, WWE's typical garbage. Nia Jax and Natalya starts the match off. So as Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott are on commentary, Nia Jax shoots Natty off and counters a tilt-a-whirl. Lana tags in and hits Nia with a heel kick in the corner, then attempts to sunset flip her by Nia staying on her feet. Folks, there was no way in hell that Natalya and Lana could defeat both of them together. No way in hell that Lana and Natalya were winning this match. If some of you blithering idiots on Twitter think that Nia Jax and Lana was going to win this match, you are way over your fucking heads. You are definitely way over your fucking heads. There was no way in hell that Natalya and Lana were winning this match against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Not to mention, to me, in my opinion, this was a squash match for Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. This is like a squash women's tag team match. So Shayna tags in and knocks Natalya off the apron. Shayna lifts and slams Lana, then kicks her in the face and applies the Karafuda clutch for the win. Man, oh man, this match was absolutely boring. This women's tag team match. I don't even know why we even have the women's tag team titles in the WWE, man. Most importantly, why is the 24/7 championship the most important title in the WWE when it should be the WWE championship that should be the most important title? But that's not the point. The point is, these women's titles is just not, they're not relevant. They're not doing anything. They're not generating ratings. These tag team feuds are not generating ratings, man. They're really not. The women's divisions are completely messed up, man. They really are. The women's rosters. You want to talk about women's division? The women's rosters is messed up. They're the main ones that's messed up. Women's rosters. So I'm guessing Nia Jax. Oh yeah, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are gonna have their first title defense against the Riot Squad. I'm telling you right now, if I find out the news that the Wyatt Squad lost to Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax and got completely buried, I am going to get completely pissed and I'm going to explode. I really am. Give the titles to the Wyatt Squad. They deserve to be women's tag team champions. They should have been women's tag team champions a long time ago. Should have been. But you know WWE and their logic and their logical garbage booking and their storylines, their bad storylines. You know WWE's known for all this garbage and shit. You know WWE's not going to give these young talent a chance. You know how it is, folks. You know how it is. You know how WWE is. I shouldn't have to explain. I shouldn't have to repeat myself again and explain how WWE is and how they're miserably failing. So, folks, after the match, the tag team champions go out and confront the Wyatt Squad. Nia and Shayna shove them. Then Nia takes the top off the announce table. Nia lifts Liv on her shoulders, but Ruby grabs her and they retreat. It's almost as if Nia Jax is scared and WWE's protecting her again. So Jax then grabs Lana and hits her with a Samoan drop through the announce table. So then Drew McIntyre's in the trainer's room, icing his jaw. Charlie comes in and asks how he's feeling. McIntyre says he's good. He can't wait till this Sunday because there is no rules, and he's going to beat the piss out of Randy Orton. Meaning he's going to beat the holy hell out of Randy Orton. That's what's going to happen. As for that night, he needs a fight. So, this Mysterio family is arguing backstage, and Aaliyah is saying she's old enough. She came to Raw to be by Dom's side, but they're all getting hurt, and it's too much for her. After all, she's just a naive 19-year-old. Aaliyah walks off, and Ray's wife stops him from going after her. So, this is definitely teasing a romance angle between Murphy and Aaliyah. I'm hoping they scrap this. Please, WWE, scrap this romance angle. Aaliyah's 19, Murphy's 31. We don't need to see this. We don't need to see them in a romantic angle. We don't need to see this romantic angle on Raw. This is not going to generate ratings. It's not going to help the show. It's not helping the feud. It doesn't make sense for this feud. It just doesn't to me. Not to mention, Aaliyah has a boyfriend. Please, do not do this romance angle. This reminds everybody of the pedophiles Velveteen Dream and Austin Theory. This reminds everybody of the Velveteen Dream scandal, of the Velveteen Dream thing. This is what this reminds everybody of. Velveteen Dream. Getting in trouble for messing with that 12, 13-year-old something, the 16-something-year-old woman. He was showing his diggling to some little girl. That's what this is reminding everybody of. Velveteen Dreams, allege. I'm not going to say it. But you know what I mean. They don't need to do this romance angle. It makes no sense. That's the point I'm trying to make. Absolutely makes no sense to do this romance angle. They need to scrap this romance angle. Cancel that idea. Do not make Aaliyah look like a fool. Do not make Aaliyah look like a fool in the ring, like an embarrassment. Don't have her dating Buddy Murphy on TV. That's going to have her boyfriend jealous. And then her boyfriend's going to think that she's turning on him to date Murphy. Come on. This angle, that's why I say this angle doesn't make sense. This shouldn't be happening on Raw. Leave that angle alone. If anything, end this Seth Rollins and Mysterio feud because it is getting boring. And I'm getting sick and tired of seeing this feud every Monday nights. End this feud, WWE. It's not helping the viewership or the ratings. End it. Swear to God, if WWE doesn't end this feud by next Monday, I am going to freak out. I'm serious. End Rey Mysterio Seth Rollins feud once and for all. And scrap the angle. Forget the angle. Cancel that. We don't need to see Aaliyah with a 31-year-old. Murphy, come on. That's just sick, man. That's sick. Utterly disgusting. 19-year-old with a 31-year-old. That's just sick. You can't do that. Come on. Leave this fucking romance angle alone, man. Seriously. If WWE can get any freaking disgusting, if WWE can't get any more dumber and any more inappropriate, it's sick. So anyways, we're back in the Raw Under Garbage, or should I say Raw Underground scam. Because that's what it was. Riddick Moose is fighting Eric, the Viking Raiders. Eric takes Riddick's back, but Moose breaks free and tries to upload some punches. Riddick scoops Eric and slams him down, but Eric gets up and does the same. They separate and stare each other down before meeting in the middle and throwing bombs. That's just weird, just staring at each other down, knowing they both got hairs on their chest. It looks weird. Eric hits a big forearm and a German suplex. Then chases, but misses a lucky shot, and Eric collapses. Wow, yippee, who cares? Man, Eric, I'm telling you right now, Eric is going to have a frustrating, stressful, bad run as a singles competitor at the end of this year and next year. Don't even know when Ivar is supposed to eat. Hell, he might even be back next month. Don't know that yet. We'll find out. So anyways, Brianna Brady, the girl who, attempts to interview Kata, the girl with dreadlocks. She attempted to interview Kato, but he stares her down, so Shane takes the mic. Daba says talk is cheap, and tonight we will find out what he's all about. So it goes to commercial break, and we got Asuka versus Peyton Royce with Billie Kay, the Moronics. The Iconics, the Stuponics, the Idiotics, the don't get on my TV Onyx, get off my TV Onyx. I don't even know why we got this match on the freaking show. Peyton Royce never earned anything. She never even deserved to be in this match. I don't even know why they are even using the Iconics on TV. WWE just needs to write them off TV instead of using them on TV at this point, because they are not helping the women's division on the Monday Night Raw women's roster right now. They are not helping the women's division. They're not. Instead, they're making the women's division look like jokes. Making the Raw women's division look like a total, complete joke. Oh, great. Give me a break. The reunion of the Iconics. Oh, please don't give me that. Please don't. Alright, anyways. So here's what happened in this match between Asuka and Peyton Royce. So the bell rings, and they have a stiff lockup with Royce forcing the champion into the corner. Asuka pushes her off and kicks her. Then hits a pop-up knee to the face. Asuka hits a hip attack in the corner, followed by a German suplex and a Shining Wizard for a 2 count. Both women swing kicks and both duck. Then Peyton Royce hits a glory bomb for a near fall. Asuka runs straight into a heel kick from Royce. Peyton goes up top, but Asuka kicks her off, then applies a rolling submission attempt, and it's sloppy and thankfully gets interrupted. So Asuka wins by disqualification. Let's be honest. I need a location because I did not care about this match. And if I got an invitation, I'd be like, no thanks. I feel like rotating. I feel like a rotation when I'm watching this match, man. It's because this match was just... This match was awful. I mean, every sense of the word. I mean, why would you even want to book this match on Raw in the first place? You're basically giving Asuka a easy opponent that she can easily beat. And she did just that, folks. And you knew they were going to go with using the Iconics on TV. You knew they were going to do it. You knew it. You knew. Anyways, I got nothing to say about this match. I don't care. But I can tell you that Monday Night Raw deserves to suffer for giving us all these garbage shows every Monday nights. They deserve to suffer, completely suffer. They deserve to suffer for wasting this talent that they've wasted on TV. They deserve to suffer for giving the WWE Universe garbage shows. Because, you know, every Monday nights they do it. But they really deserve to suffer, seriously. So, Zelina Vega attacked Asuka and screamed at her that this is her time. Asuka fights her off, and Vega retreats, yelling that the title is hers. Aaliyah is sitting alone backstage, and Murphy approaches her and saying he wants to apologize. He says this has all gotten out of hand, and he's sorry if he hurts her in any way. See? See that? See? This is a sign of a romantic angle that should not be happening. What did I just say? What did I just say? WWE needs to stop this angle. This angle does not need to happen on Raw. WWE should not be having any plans for Aaliyah. They shouldn't even be focusing on Aaliyah. This is not right. This is not right to her. This is not right to the family. In real life, I'm saying this crap. This is not right. I mean, she's not even a wrestler. What is she doing in this feud? She should have never even gotten involved in this. They should have never even put her involved in this feud to begin with. Told you, WWE are dumb. They're clueless, man. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing with these shows. I'm trying to tell y'all that, man. Told y'all this 1,000 times. Anyways, it's time for Dabba-Kato and Braun Strowman. Shane gets the fight underway, and they start throwing some jabs, but it quickly descends into a grappling match, and Kato lands some body blows. Braun takes Daba down and takes his back, but Daba rolls off the mat to break free, and he punches Braun. The action gets back in the mat. He gets back on the mat, and Strowman connects with a jab, then a haymaker, and Daba collapses. Braun uploads some ground and pound, and the referee calls it. Braun whips his shirt off and poses over Kato. Boring! That's the best way to describe this match. That's the best way to describe a slurring Braun Strowman. So Retribution made their entrance for the main event, and it's Shane Doran, D.O. Madden, and Dominique. Only their names are now Slapjack from Cartoon Network, T-Bar, and Mice. I really wish I was joking, man. I really do. I really fucking wish I was joking, but I'm not kidding. They actually named their names that name. These names do not make sense. They need to change them immediately. I know this was Vince and Bruce McMahon's idea. Gee, Bruce, thank you for giving them these stupid names. Jeez, Bruce, you are a genius, man. Thank you. More like a retard. That's what you are, a retard. Because that's exactly what best describes you, Mr. Bruce. So, we got the Hurt Business versus Retribution. So, this is the main event. And then I have to get going after this. So, commercial break. And then when it comes back, we got Hurt Business versus Retribution. Lashley starts with Slapjack Thorne, and he hits him with a belly-to-belly. So he tags Mice Madden. Lashley forces him to the corner, but Mice fires back and hits a big boot. T-Bone Dijakovic tags in and sends Lashley outside, but the United States Champion gets back inside and slams him into the corner. Cedric tags in, and T-Bar quickly takes control of him before tagging Slapjack. These names are so god-awfully stupid, man. Retribution beats Cedric down in their corner. I'm even embarrassed to be saying their names. With T-Bar tossing him across the ring for a 2 count. Benjamin tags in and drives a knee into T-Bar. More like T-Bone. But he gets flatlined or flattened. He gets flattened. Mace tags in and helps T-Bar hit Benjamin with a double suplex for a 2 count. See, now I'm getting shit wrong. Hate this goddamn show, man. I love when WWE miserably fails. Really do. So Mice beats on Benjamin, dropping him with blows, then makes tag. It makes a tag to Slapjack. Lashley tags in and runs rough shot over Slapjack. Lashley whips him to the corner and drops him with a massive one-handed spine buster. Lashley applies the hurt lock, but T-Bone hits him and the referee disqualifies them. Folks, I don't know what's worse. Their names, the fact that the Hurt Business is randomly baby faces and heels, or the fact that the match ended like that. That was just god awful. So, folks, as soon as the bell rings, Retribution stormed the ring and beat on the Hurt Business. Drew McIntyre's music hits, and he comes running down the ramp with a variety of superstars. They beat Retribution out of the ring, and Drew is alone until Randy Orton appears and hits an RKO. The brawl continues at ringside, but Raw ends with Randy Orton standing over Drew. So that was it for this week's Raw, folks. That is going to do it for your September the 21st, 2020, Monday Night Raw review. This show absolutely sucks. Absolutely terrible. As always. So, before I get going, folks, of course, you know, subscribe. I am almost at 100 subscribers, folks. Can you believe it? I got 99 subscribers right now. I am almost at 100 subscribers. Subscribe, hit that like, and turn on that bell for notifications. And I may be doing a few England Wrestling news on, you know, WWE, AEW Pro Wrestling. And I know I'm going to be doing some on Thursday, you know, to give you the latest news on what to expect on SmackDown this Friday night and everything else. So, folks, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Mom, do you mind? I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. So, y'all have a good day. I gotta get ready to go. Gotta get ready for work here. So, your NXT review will be live this either this Wednesday night or Thursday, and my Monday night, my SmackDown review will be live this Friday night. Also, I will be live. I will be doing my WWE SmackDown live stream. Will be live, giving you my live reactions to this Friday's SmackDown, which I think is gonna completely suck, to be honest, just like NXT this week. But I'm getting out of here.